Autotrophic nutrition, as we have already discussed about autotrophic nutrition, and in autotrophic nutrition we have to find out that in autotrophic nutrition, inorganic substances like carbon dioxide, water, chlorophyll and sunlight, these are the things, or these are the components through which a photosynthesis can be carried out. Actually, in autotrophic nutrition, though two type of nutritions are there, photosynthetic and chemosynthetic, but mostly we have to discuss about photosynthetic mode of nutrition, which we have already learned in classes 6th, 7th and 8th also. Now, in this process, these are the two inorganic substances which are combined in the presence of chlorophyll and sunlight, and a plant prepare food. Plant prepare food and it is stored in the form of starch. Means whatever the excess food material is synthesized in the plant after utilization and utilization in different activities of growth and repair, the remaining food material is stored in the form of starch. So after this process of photosynthesis, carbohydrate is formed, and this carbohydrate is stored in the form of starch. In the same way, when we utilize an organism after photosynthesis, plant prepare food or carbohydrate. When a human being utilize this carbohydrate as a food, some amount of food, this food is release energy. This energy is utilized by different activities, and after completing these activities are reading, writing, cycling, or growth and repair in the body, all those activities which we have already discussed. And after that one, after the consumption in all these activities, the left out energy is converted in the form of a substance known as glycogen, which is stored in our body. So stored energy or stored food. So in case of plant, the stored form of energy is starch, and in human being it is glycogen. So we can say that starch is the stored reserve food of plant, and glycogen is reserve food of human being. So whenever a plant or a human being required energy, they utilize the stored food starch, and when organism required some type of energy, this glycogen broken into glucose and organism get energy. So these are the two things. Now if we can move to the process of photosynthesis, as per your book we have an equation: 6CO2 plus 6H2O gives C6H12O6 plus 6O2. This is glucose actually, and this process is carried out in presence of chlorophyll and sunlight. Now this inorganic substance carbon dioxide combined with this inorganic substance water in presence of chlorophyll, a green pigment present in the plant, and the sunlight, a photon or light received from the sun, it will form a component known as glucose. With glucose, a large amount of oxygen is released. So this is the simplest process which depict the process known as photosynthesis. We will not go further about from which part oxygen is released. This is not today's topic. So let us conclude that the carbon dioxide, water combine to form chlorophyll or sunlight in the presence of chlorophyll and sunlight, and gives carbohydrate plus large amount of energy. This process you have already learned in the lower classes. Then what is the difference and what is the excess in class 10th? In earlier classes we have studies photosynthesis, a process where carbon dioxide, water combine to give carbohydrate in the presence of chlorophyll and sunlight. But in class 10th we have to study the process of photosynthesis in two different process, or you can say that photosynthesis is divided in two process. One is light reaction and another is dark reaction. Dark reaction is also known as biosynthetic phase. I will discuss why it is known as biosynthetic phase. So one is light reaction, another is dark reaction. So what is light reaction and what is dark reaction, and how they both are interconnected with each other, we will discuss it. In light reaction, it is a light dependent process. Means in photosynthesis, whatever the light reaction take place, it depends on the light only. Means if light is not present, sunlight is not present, this process will not take place, and automatically when this process will not take place, dark reaction cannot be possible, because dark reaction is carried out on the product of light reaction. So photosynthesis process, first is the light reaction. In light reaction, it is a light dependent process. In this process, actually trapping of sunlight will take place. Trapping means absorption of sunlight by the help of chlorophyll. Chlorophyll are the component which are responsible for trapping of sunlight. So when these chlorophyll trap sunlight, what they will do this of this sunlight? Actually, this trapped sunlight have the chlorophyll. The function of chlorophyll is to convert this light energy or photon energy into a form of different energy known as chemical energy, and this chemical energy is nothing but ATP, adenosine triphosphate. This is the condition. This ATP or chemical energy is actually utilized in a second reaction known as dark reaction. So photosynthesis have two reaction, light reaction and dark reaction. In light reaction, it is light dependent process where the sunlight trapping will take place by the help of chlorophyll. And what is the function of chlorophyll is? Chlorophyll convert the light energy into chemical energy, and that is ATP. This ATP is utilized in dark reaction. Actually, one thing we have to be clear in mind, that dark reaction doesn't means that this take place in the absence of light. It only means that no light is required for this process. If light is present, then no problem. If light is not present, then there is no problem, because this doesn't need any type of light to be functions in the process of photosynthesis. So it is considered as dark reaction. It doesn't means it only take place at night. It can also take place in day, but only the thing is it doesn't need any type of light. So in dark reaction, whatever the energy is produced in the light reaction in the form of ATP is utilized in dark reaction, where energy prepared during the light reaction is utilized, and it used for the combination of carbon dioxide and water. To combine these carbon dioxide and water, this ATP energy used, and after the combination, a product will be formed known as carbohydrate. Again, the question arises, if carbohydrate is a product which is formed, then from where oxygen will obtain? So in light reaction, I have left out one step, that is breakdown of water. Actually, in light reaction, when chlorophyll is synthesizing or converting light energy into the chemical energy, in the same or meanwhile, it also broke water into the form of hydrogen ion, oxygen and electron. So this is the oxygen which is broken down in light reaction, and the process is known as photolysis. Photolysis of water, which has been take place in case of photosynthesis. In NCERT book, it is clearly mentioned three process. One is absorption of light by the chlorophyll, which I already discussed in light reaction. Second is conversion of light energy. Whatever the light is absorbed by the chlorophyll, it used to convert light energy into chemical energy. And the second process is a splitting of water into hydrogen and oxygen. And the third is, after getting energy from the light reaction, the second process will take place, that is dark reaction, where the reduction of carbon dioxide take place to carbohydrate. Please remind it that here a reduction of carbon dioxide is take place. Sometime question will ask what happened to the carbon dioxide to become carbohydrate, whether the reduction or oxidation. The answer is reduction of carbon dioxide to become carbohydrate. Although in each and every plant this is not necessary that all these processes continue in a sequential manner, that after light reaction dark reaction will start, because in some plants it is necessary to trap the solar energy, prepare convert it into the form of chemical energy, that is ATP, and when it is required this ATP is used for the process of dark reaction. So it is not necessary that once the light reaction will start, each and every the product of each light reaction will be utilized for the dark reaction. Sometimes the process are used in a step by step manner. You can as per example you can understand it. Suppose we have to prepare the any food item. What we have to use to do, we purchase it from the market and kept in fridge till we required it. But the same process cannot be take place with the farmer take it from the their field and utilize it as a food. So what does it mean? It means in some cases we have to kept it for a longer period of time, in some cases they can be utilized in the same time. So in plant also the process is like this one. In desert plant actually the carbon dioxide are trapped in night, and utilization of and conversion of it in a form of food is take place in daytime. So this is the process, and this is their own mechanism they are utilizing by the plant. Now in the next class we will discuss about the different component of the cell, how these component are used in the process of photosynthesis, where the chlorophyll is present, cross section of the leaf. All these we will discuss in the next video.